Welcome to Vegan Ultra. I'm your inspiration guide, Adam Gallus, on this epic quest for health, hope, and happiness, in which I drop 150 pounds in 12 months on a whole food vegan diet while walking 2 marathons each week, every week for an entire year, 2,700 miles across the United States, to prove to myself, my family, and anyone watching on YouTube that we can all become ultra athletes and the happiest, healthiest versions of ourselves if we try, are committed, and are powered by plants. I've lost 85 pounds in 4 months, and this is a weekly training update. Now, I've done the 55 miles I set out to do this week. That is a total in 1 month, 217 miles, just over 8 marathons worth of walking. And you might be wondering, oh my goodness, how on earth is this possible? Well, yesterday, in the science-based magic of walking, I explained how the human body evolved to walk incredible distances, including as much as 20 miles a day, every day. The key is to train up to get your body's connective tissue strong enough, and most importantly, nutrition. So let me share with you the diet of champions, what I am eating each day. So let me share with you, this is from Cronometer, one of my favorite websites. It's a free site, though the premium version, I use that because it syncs with Fitbit, so I can essentially bring in my fitness data. But basically, what this lets you do, I just select a random day here. If you go here to search foods, you can go ahead and search common foods such as bananas, or you can do even brands such as, Plant Strong, or even things like Big Macs if you want to eat something like that. But the idea is you can go ahead and add all the different foods you're eating. I added this over time, and then you can quickly toggle how much you add or subtract and change the amounts. So basically for recipes for whatever you're eating, or for example, if you want to know, what is the, how in a mini watermelon, there's the nutrition on a mini watermelon. So here basically this is a daily crock pot full of what I call my vegan meat lovers goulash. It is a hearty soup that is packed with, let me show you exactly what is in it. We've got nori seaweed for iodine. We've got matcha, a superfood. This is basically green tea, the actual leaves that has all the nutrients. Eat meaty. This is basically mycelial mushroom chicken, garlic, turmeric, and black pepper, of course. Amla, so this is Indian gooseberry. We've got some basically mixed vegetables, a cup of walnuts. Remember the science-based magic of nuts. Onion, not shown here, some cumin. I've got some broth that I'm using up, but you don't really need the broth. You can just use water. It works pretty much just as well. And of course, flaxseed, part of Dr. Greger's Daily Dozen. Also an entire pound of collard greens, because not just do you need daily greens, Dr. Esselstyn recommends 6 servings of greens. I'll show you the magic of greens. I'll in fact do an entire video on the science-based magic of greens. And of course, for some additional protein, no salt added, black beans. So in total, 1,600 calories for essentially, this makes roughly 10 large hearty bowls worth of soup. Now, I'll do another video next week in the training video showing you exactly why it is that I need between 122 and 165 grams of protein a day. But boom, 127 grams, and this is not entirely all I eat in a day, but all the protein I need just from my daily soup. Take a look at the fiber, 96 grams. I'm shooting for over 100, which is optimal. I get pretty much all of that from my soup. Plenty of healthy whole grain carbs for that. Oh, and I forgot to mention also, we've got some sprouted lentils. I'm gonna try basically some whole grains. I'll explain why in a future video about the science-based magic of whole grains. But again, reviewing, basically look at the nutrition. 90% of the vitamins you need just from the soup. 93% of the vitamins just from the soup. 252% of fiber. Look at this, 31 milligrams of iron. And as I've talked about in the past, because this is plant-based iron. As I've shown, my iron levels are completely normal because you only absorb what you need. Calcium, 18, almost twice what you need. Vitamin A, vitamin C, B12. Oh my. 7 times thanks to the nutritional yeast. Plenty of folate, plenty of potassium. In fact, take a look at all the vitamins. Other than vitamin D, just packed with vitamins. Look at the minerals: calcium, iron, zinc, manganese, sodium. I'm basically eating 1,000 milligrams a day, low sodium, but it tastes delicious. And take a look at this potassium, 6,400, including the fruit I eat each day. I'm averaging around 7,200 milligrams, twice the daily recommended amount. And remember, the sodium to potassium ratio is protective. Above 1 is healthy, above 2 is optimal according to US dietary guidelines, and mine is 7. So this is simply an example of the kind of nutrition that, actually, hold on. Before we go, let me show you one other thing here, just to show you the power of this kind of healthy eating. Now, when I first started out going vegan, I wanted to make sure I was covered on the nutrition front. So I had 5 different supplements. I had the B12, I had the D3, I had choline, I had the daily multivitamin, I had omegas. So let me show you here. Choline, this is rich source in eggs. And so people say, oh, well, you need it for brain health. Well, yes, you can get it from eggs if you want all the negative side effects, including all the cholesterol, or you can get it from beans and greens. Yes, got enough of that. And of course, here we've got basically the vitamin K. So I was able to essentially drop all of my supplements except for one. I am not getting paid by this company, but I am still taking Complement Essential. You can see it's basically designed to be the 8 most essential nutrients for vegans. Basically, you can see here, it gives me all the vitamin D I need. The selenium, if we take a look at the selenium, it is 70%. So basically, including the rest of my diet, I'm getting about 75%. So that's covering my selenium. Essentially, vitamin K2. This basically, just want to make sure that we're covering that specific kind of vitamin K2. And while I'm getting plenty of omega-3s, the issue is DHA. It's a special kind of omega-3 that is essentially only found in algae. It's also found in fish, but the fish get it from the algae. So we can go ahead and get it. And of course, omega-3s, how are we doing on that? 500% my daily values on the omega-3. And remember, omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. You want it to be 1 to 3 because this is a ratio of inflammation to anti-inflammation, 1.6. Also, calcium to oxalate to prevent kidney stones. Oh, beautiful. Calcium to magnesium ratio, potassium to sodium ratio, zinc to copper is also good. So you can see this is truly the diet of champions. It's delicious, it's nutritious, it's so easy. Every night I throw everything into a crock pot in the morning after meditations and walking with puppy before I get started for the day. Turn on the crock pot, and when it's time to eat before the gym, you are ready to go. Eat the soup throughout the day, enjoy some fruits as well, and there you go. A thriving Blue Zone vegan lifestyle that has all the essential amino acids, including lysine, that your body needs for that connective tissue like collagen, so that I can walk 2 marathons a week, every week, across the United States for an entire year. Thank you so much for joining me for this training video. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video to help other people find it on YouTube, and consider friending me on Facebook, where I have a lot more incredible information about Blue Zone Vegan living, including my favorite recipes that have helped me to lose 85 pounds in 4 months while becoming an ultra athlete. And remember, this is science-based magic and nutrition-fueled sorcery that can help anybody become the Captain America version of themselves if you just give it a chance.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the